Warning: the following program contains scenes
The following
that will
program
probably make
contains
you cry.
violence, nudity, coarse language,
Do not
depictions
use
of
if you cannot
sexuality,
see clearly
mature
or
subject
read the
matter.
information in the information
Scenes
box.
that some viewers might find offensive, nudity, and is intended coarse
The
language,
following
depictions of
program
sexuality.
contains
Scenes that some viewers might find.
The pornography industry has been going full-fledged for many years. As a multi-billion-dollar company, it is larger than Microsoft, eBay, Google, Yahoo, Apple, Amazon, Netflix, and Earthlink, all put together. As an industry this large, there are many problems, such as women's rights being virtually erased, children pornography, STDs within the industry, and many others. Today, our main focus is the pornography censorship and rating system, or lack thereof. Through interviews with credible sources, the list of taboo topics for producers and why they're being seen more often, and the introduction of heinous sexual acts and their definitions, we will show you why pornography industry needs to implement a rating system beyond adult.
We were too wasted to close the window. Friends and family looking into my only hiding place. The rhythm of a stranger's skin. Infidel to die for what I am doing will happen in the morning when the mirror won't recognize me. There's a certain I can drive.
Well, I haven't been in them. I don't claim to have any expertise. I mean, I do specialize in human sexuality, so that's part of it. So, experience is I actually went to school with some filmmakers in San Francisco and some porn industry stars.
Oh.
So, I mean, that's a kind of different level of personal experience.
Mm-hmm.
So I have friends in the industry. How's that?
All right, so like whether or not you're into it, you cannot deny that pornography is a huge part of our world. On the money side, well, it's just a multi-billion-dollar business made even more popular because of the internet. In fact, studies suggest that nearly 90% of men are likely to surf porn, compared to 15% of women. Of course, take those numbers with a grain of salt, because people lie about that stuff all the time. But here's a question. Is porn a problem? Well, it depends on who you ask. The porn industry says, look, they're just entertainment with consenting adults for consenting adults. But critics point to statistics like this. They say that every second, about 28,000 people are viewing porn online, and they say that that's degrading and that it hurts people's marriages. Oh, and...
What would concern me about that, just like the censorship, like I'm a feminist against censorship too, and is just who decides. So a rating system might, as long as something isn't censored out. Yeah. Sure. I mean, I suppose any time a consumer is more informed about what they're getting,
Like,
I suppose. I mean, your rating system is an interesting idea. Go for it.
awesome.
So anyway, I took a group of students to Amsterdam and went to the Sex Museum. This was a few summers ago, or J-terms ago. And even at the Sex Museum, they have a back room that is like, caution, you're going, and that's just all of the quirkiest stuff you can think of, and the film that's been made about that, just like horses and obesity and and short people and like all of there's all these genres that cover just anything you can imagine, and it's just like,
and that was in the back room.
Yeah, it's part of the what can we think of next?
Yeah.
So I just think we're all messed up in terms of sexuality. Beth, I'm sure you do too. Anyway.
Oh.
I know my definition between pornography and erotica. I mean, to me, pornography's been bastardized to where the two are the same, and both of them to me are in the eyes of the beholder, I think. So I think both terms, theoretically, I suppose pornography has some art form to it.
We asked for a personal definition between obscenity and pornography for a specific reason. The court cases found against the pornography industry all were declared as obscene. Over and over again, we find these vulgar issues as popular, which is hurting the industry without a rating system. The industry has a list of taboo topics for which a long time were deemed as crossing the line. There is an acronym for these taboo topics. It is CURBFHP. The C stands for children involved. The U is for urination or defecation in conjunction with sex acts. The R is for rape scenes. A rape scene is the unlawful compelling of a woman or a man through physical force to have sexual intercourse. The B is for bestiality, which is sexual relations between a person and an animal. The F is for fisting or foot insertion. Fisting is the act of inserting one's fist into either a vagina or rectum. Foot insertion is the act of inserting a foot also into either a vagina or rectum. The H is for homicide or dismemberment in conjunction with the sex act. And the P is for severe infliction of pain. This rating system we would like to introduce would have 3 categories: SP for soft porn, HP for hardcore porn, and FP for fetish porn. In soft porn, the sex acts are generally seen as romantic and sensual. It depicts nude and semi-nude performers engaging in casual, social nudity or non-graphic representations of sexual intercourse or masturbation. It precludes explicit depictions of vaginal or anal penetration, cunnilingus, using the lips, mouth, or tongue stimulating the female and male genitalia, and ejaculation. HP, hardcore porn, is a form of pornography pertaining explicit acts such as anal or vaginal intercourse. FP, fetish porn, would include fetishes such as small people, obesity, pregnancy, bestiality, and many others. We conclude, if these types of pornography were covered under a rating system, there would be a declined amount of court cases due to the fact that these pornographic images would be protected.